Imagine standing on a cliff where the sea glows sapphire, the wind carries the scent of salt, and the world around you looks like a painting of white and blue. But Santorini's beauty isn't just aesthetic, it was born from fire, ash, and survival. And here is something fun. While most of us say Santorini, the Greeks say Santorini. Try it once, it almost feels like the island is singing its own name. So let's dive into the story of how this island became one of the world's most iconic postcards. Long ago, this island wasn't called Santorini at all, it was known as Thera. But about 3,600 years ago, one of the most powerful volcanic eruptions in human history tore it apart. The center of the island collapsed into sea, leaving behind a crescent-shaped rim. What you see today, the dramatic cliffs and Half Moon Bay, is the edge of a caldera, a giant volcanic crater filled by the Aegean Sea. So yes, when you sip coffee on a terrace here, you're actually perched on the rim of a volcano. Now let's jump into how people actually build homes on this fiery ground. When the survivors returned, they built with what the volcano left behind: pumice, ash, and volcanic stone. These materials were light, insulating, and earthquake resistant. Houses were carved into cliffs, part cave, part fortress, clinging to the caldera walls. Every home was born out of necessity, yet together they created a village unlike any other. But wait, why did they all look so white? Let's dive into that. Survival in Santorini meant battling the blazing sun. The answer: whitewashed walls, coated in lime. This brilliant white reflected sunlight, keeping interiors naturally cool long before air conditioning existed. Lime was also cheap, antibacterial, and easy to reapply. What began as a practical solution slowly became a dazzling island white identity. An ocean of white glowing under the Greek sun. But the story doesn't end here. Let's jump into the mystery of blue. At first, villagers used a low-cost blue pigment mixed into paint, but over time it became far more than practicality. Blue mirrored the Aegean and the endless sky, blending homes into nature. It carried spiritual weight too, seen as a symbol of peace, faith, and even protection from evil spirits. What began as simple pigment grew into one of the most iconic visuals in the world. And while today you might think Santorini is only white and blue, let's dive into the truth. Santorini today isn't only white and blue. Modern tourism has brought earthy stone villas, pastel-colored hotels, and designer resorts. But the heart of the island still beats in its classic palette: whitewashed walls and blue domes. The timeless picture that draws millions here each year. Now let's jump into how the villages themselves were designed with survival in mind. Even the layout of the villages tells a story. The narrow alleys weren't just charming, they kept homes shaded, funneled breezes, and once upon a time confused pirates who tried to raid the island. Domed roofs spread weight evenly during earthquakes. Flat terraces became gathering spaces. Every curve, every corner was designed with intention. Today, we wander them for selfies, but once they were parts of survival. And that's exactly why Santorini has become a global inspiration. Let's dive into that part. Santorini's architecture inspires the world today, from luxury coastal villas to Mediterranean-style resorts. Echoes of its wisdom are everywhere. The white walls, the curved roofs, the carmine palettes, but still, nothing compares to being here. Watching the cliffs turn gold at sunset, the domes glowing against the sea, you realize this isn't just architecture, it's living art. So when you see Santorini's iconic white and blue, remember, it's more than just colors, it's a story of fire and ash, of survival turned into style, of faith and culture painted into every wall. Or should I say, every wall of Santorini. Follow along as we uncover more hidden stories behind the world's most fascinating architecture. Thank you for watching.